Hello everyone, it's me again, your guy, and my name is Perez. Yeah, Daniel Buala is at it again. So let's just see this video and I'll come back and say one or two.
A concern. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Moyo Alabi, and my question is to you, sir. Just recently, I was walking through Ilioja around Ikeja, and I saw crowd. They were around VFS, and I entered and I was like, "What is going on around here?" They were like, "People are jackpying." I was like, "Oh, we still have this jackpot syndrome in Nigeria." So I was like, "Oh," and I want to ask you, sir, please, in the last few years, are there specific policies the federal government has put in place to address this jackpot syndrome, as in the rationale behind this jackpot thing that Nigerian sites like poor healthcare, insecurity, unemployment, and the likes of that?
Yeah.
Please,
All
I'd
right.
like you to answer this.
Thank you.
Let me adjust my seat because
Please do.
I want to tell you today, some of you in Nigeria who think you are suffering, you're better off than your colleagues that jackpot 5 years ago. I'll tell you, didn't you say adjust my seat? I am a resident of the United Kingdom. A Nigerian that finished with first class or second class now moves to the UK and then adds another degree. You know, majority of them where they are working, care homes. As far as I am concerned, it's a modern day slavery. And I will tell you today. You know what they call in where I come from? They say mereno. Like, it's less than house girl. Because there are certain things that a house girl cannot do. The type of jobs they get there is less than that of a house girl as a master's holder in an economy that is supposed to place them where they collect the same money. When I was doing my master's, a friend of mine went and worked because he was getting money. He felt he needed more money. And he told me, boy, they go look for work. He went and worked. He got a job in a warehouse. Majority of them are Nigerians, PhD, masters. Guess their supervisor who? A boy that refused to go to secondary school, but because he's a citizen of the United Kingdom. When they go there, they do a job. On an average, they get 2,600 or 800 pounds in a month. 2,450 goes off. You pay power, internet, TV, rent. When you put them together, rent alone is about 800, even if you are living in the outskirts of London. You get? You put all of them together, then you talk about feeding and the rest. At the end of the day, what you are left with is not much. So you are forced to do 2-3 jobs. That's why recently you are seeing in London, they say somebody died by the roadside. There are conditions like that.
But you are working compared to here that you are begging.
So now I will compare that person with a Nigerian here that is collecting 60,000. Yes, it's collecting 60,000. I'm just giving an example. That person is farther than you, right? That's why people in US and other places, they send money more than people who are in UK. Now, that 60,000, at least Auntie Abike can loan you money. Uncle so and so can support you. And then what you are paying, what we are paying in power, the things we pay for in terms of social services here are almost zero as compared to that place, right? But your problem now is that you don't have enough to build house or to buy a car, right? That other person is not even about car. He may not even get in the next 20 years. You will get car, he's still looking for it. But because there are certain services provided for him, good infrastructure, access to medical healthcare, all of those things, he is more comfortable. That is where President Bola Tinubu comes in. He now introduced policies that will address that. Now, with respect to the healthcare, we have a healthcare scheme. Yesterday, I was with the governor of Lagos. He talked about the healthcare scheme they have in Lagos. President Bola Tinubu introduced 50% subsidy on dialysis in any federal hospital. Like where I come from in the north, that is a pandemic. Dialysis, kidney problem, is a pandemic in the north. Caesarean section, people in local areas, they died through this session. But he has now provided it free. And he's doing that only because the resources is not enough to match. Otherwise, we will extend that to private hospitals and then we'll expand it to other prescription drugs.
Right.
And
I have to, there the video ends. So first of all, is it not ridiculous for you to compare somebody that is in the UK earning 2,000 plus pounds to somebody that is in Nigeria earning 60k? How, I don't even understand how the rationale behind the comparison. I don't understand. Yes, it's true that cost of living is high abroad, but no how if you be person wey know wetin you dey do, wey carry you go Yankee, you can't get job where dem dey pay you like £25 in a month, maybe you dey do 2 jobs, come dey get like 3k 35 and all the rest of that. You no go chop with your 10 fingers. Now you know what took you there, you understand, you know what took you there, so you know how you can manage yourself to cut costs so that you'll be sending some money down and then making some investment, you understand. So he said master degree holders, PhD holders will leave Nigeria and go to the UK and do care job, factory work and all the rest of that. So the question now you should ask yourself is, why should a master degree holder leave Nigeria and go to UK and choose to be a caregiver with all a master's or a PhD? Can't that act alone tell you that something is wrong with the nation Nigeria? So I just lately I've just been thinking that most times the problem not really be the president, but the problem now the people where the president surround himself around. They are, all of them are just feeding him with illusion. They are not telling him the real story. That's now make person, this fellow, this Buala man can be bold to say these things. I don't get. Thank you and God bless.